Good morning, class. I'm Regine, your teacher for today. So we all know that our ministry, the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, was on a mission last year to better serve our needs, right?
Right.
So for today's lesson, I'll be jogging your memory on some of those major achievements. Let's get started. So, as part of the ministry's goal to reduce overcrowding and end the shift system in schools, numerous infrastructural upgrades were carried out. New classrooms and facilities were added at St. James High, Warsaw Primary, Mineral Heights Primary, Runaway Bay All Age, and Middlesex Infant School. The process also started to make room for more students at Black River High, Fair Prospect Primary, Montego Bay High School for Girls, and the Immaculate Conception High School.
We are creating a comprehensive program for every school that needs expansion to be expanded. We are creating a comprehensive program to build out the 17 new high schools that are required.
But the infrastructural upgrades spanned much further than the classroom. The long-awaited transitional living complex was open to house 40 young women aged 18 to 21 who have aged out of state care but have no options for safe housing.
I think this project is a testament to the shared vision across administrations about what is needed to strengthen our child protection service.
The Muirton Child Care Facility in Portland, which houses boys with learning challenges, was expanded. The Granville Place in Trelawney, which now offers skills training for female wards, received new facilities. The all-boys St. Augustine Place of Safety in Clarendon received a new multi-purpose classroom. The first of 12 parent places was established at Emmanuel Chapel in Mount Salem, St. James. And the St. Catherine and Westmoreland Youth Innovation and Homework Centers were upgraded.
We're pairing our youth centers now and making them into homework centers.
And before we close this chapter on infrastructural upgrades, let me remind you about 3 more outstanding projects. The new Diagnostic and Early Intervention Center at Sam Sharp Teachers College in Granville. Similarly, children with disabilities have access to quality care after the opening of the $70 million Stimulation Plus Early Childhood Center in Rockford, Kingston. And the new Savannah Lamar Inclusive Infant Academy for students with and without disabilities is now open.
Inclusive education means, therefore, creating an environment to all different and diverse students to learn side by side in the same classroom. Inclusive education values the unique contributions each student brings to the classroom. Everybody is special in the sight of God.
Now, let's turn our attentions to some major milestones, starting with those in academia. The Brain Builders program was launched and is now operational in 12 of the planned 126 institutions.
Because if we are going to transform Jamaica, if we are going to fix Jamaica's social problem, or crime problem, or economic problem, we have to fix the education system through a focus on our 0 to 3 program, the 0 to 3 strategy.
All students who sat the final GSAT exam were placed in a full 7-year secondary level institution.
We are now able to place 100% of our students in high school, and not just 5 years now, but we are now guaranteeing our students 7 years.
And that's not all.
The results show increases in 4 of the 5 areas that were tested.
There were also marked improvements in the CSEC, Maths and English exams. So you know what this means, guys. The onus is on us to keep the bar raised high. And there was even more achieved. The Pediatric Pulse Medical Guide and the Abby and Friends Access to Information booklet were created. The Special Education Policy has been submitted to Cabinet for approval. A national grooming policy has been released for public schools. the Caribbean's first U-Report social messaging tool has been launched. The Records and Information Management Policy has been launched to document and manage all activities and decisions of the government. And a new PEP website for students, parents, and teachers is available for browsing.
A fully dedicated PEP website with everything you need to know about PEP, practice items, all the materials that you have printed will be available for you 24/7.
Now, it's time to turn our focus to some of the actions taken by our ministry to ensure the continued safety and security for students like you and I. The Trees for Peace competition was started in schools to promote clean and safe environments. Uniform groups in schools were increased to improve discipline among students. And 120 fire extinguishers and other fire safety gadgets were donated to 40 schools. And on the matter of safety, here's a quick reminder. In 2018, the ministry reported a significant decline in the number of uninvestigated child abuse cases.
We had about 5,000 that were not yet investigated. Since the merger, we have moved that from 5,000 to 400. Still have a lot to do, but steps in the right direction.
And just before I wrap up today's session, let me also refresh your memory about the ministry's continued support to the sector through increased funding. And the final point in today's lesson is that numerous scholarships and training sessions were granted to students and teachers to further develop the country's human resources.
We have to develop this capacity for multilingual capability to be able to navigate in this new global age.
ESOS, that's Spanish for and that's it. We have come to the end of the year in review lesson for today. Thanks for staying for the recap of some of the major achievements of our ministry, the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information for the year 2018. Class dismissed. See you at our next session.